guys, Ken Ivory again with the Three Great Rights Institute, and we're continuing our study of the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. And today we're studying Law 4, the Law of Reflection. And as I was reading this, it reminded me of an experience I had when we lived in Japan. You can't live in Japan without taking that great experience of climbing Mount Fuji. And when you climb, you start in the evening and you climb all night so that you're at the summit to see the sunrise from the top of Mount Fuji, this glorious experience. Well, of course, as we got to the summit, having climbed all night, it was nothing but clouds and we didn't get to see the sunrise, but we had this great experience at the top of Mount Fuji. And as we began to go down, we didn't give much thought to the direction going down. And as we continued down, we kept wondering if maybe are we on the right direction, but we were making such great time. And we continued to go down and down and down until we ended up in an apple orchard and startled some Japanese farmer, these 4 or 5 large American men. And we had ended up on completely the opposite side of Mount Fuji, and it took us a $500 taxi ride to get back to where we started. If we had simply taken time to stop and reflect on this incredible success that we had had before we began our journey to go back, we would have been better served in getting back to our car. This reflection is critical. There's a quote in the book from Peter Drucker, and he says, "Follow effective action with quiet reflection. And from the quiet reflection will come even more effective action, like not getting lost, but making good time." Coca-Cola used to have an ad that they called Coke, the pause that refreshes. And reflection in our life is like that. It's the pause that refreshes our action and our activity and our successes. Reflection brings us insight. You know, it's been said for thousands of years that experience is the best teacher. John points out that perhaps that could be modified a little bit, that evaluated experience really is the best teacher, that we stop to reflect on what we've done. It's important to take a time and a place, put a regular place to stop and pause. Reflection expands and enriches our thinking. And when you reflect, we need to use our 4 eyes. We start with investigation, really figuring out what it is that happened in our experience. The second eye is incubation, taking our ideas and putting them in the slow cooker of our mind and letting those insights percolate out. And the fourth eye is illumination, that our results should either applaud what we do or prod us into more action. And the fourth eye is illustration, putting flesh on the skeleton of our ideas. Now, there's questions are at the heart of reflection, and there's a great quote in the book that John mentions from great author and speaker Anthony Robbins, and he says, "Successful people simply ask better questions, and as a result, they get better answers." Questions are critical to our reflection and taking time to improve and evaluate and move forward on our experiences. Some of the questions that John points out with respect to personal awareness, for example, what's my biggest asset? What's my biggest liability? What's my highest high? And what's my lowest low? What is my most worthwhile emotion? And what is my least worthwhile emotion? What's my best habit? And what's my worst habit? What's most fulfilling to me? And what do I prize most highly? This may sound like a lot of work, and it is, but in growth, there's nothing more important than taking time to pause. If we've been diligent in our efforts to grow along the way, you will also be better equipped to fulfill that purpose, even if it requires you to make significant changes or course corrections. Our goal in personal growth is to reach our full potential. And to do that, you need to keep pausing and keep asking questions and keep growing every day. If you want to explore further the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth, contact us at threegreatrights.com and see when our next mastermind group is on this great book. Maybe we can come and provide a lunch and learn for your company or your organization, and we can explore more of these great principles on these 15 invaluable laws of personal growth. If you live them, you will grow. You cannot grow as a person and have your family not grow, your business grow, your community grow. This is Ken Ivory with threegreatrights.com, empowering you in your pursuit of happiness. See you next time.